Good morning, Discord. Good morning, YouTube. All right, in today's stream, we're going to see if we can make enough money to get crossfaded. All Alright, let's see how it goes. I hope everyone can hear me. Alright. So, let's do some analyzing really quick. Overnight, we had a significant drop. It dropped like 10, 12 points or something like that. So we're going to see how much retracement we get out of this. We want to look for the retracement before the push down. Can everyone see the stream on Discord now? Okay. Alright, here we go. Sorry about that. I don't know why it's doing that lately. Alright, let's get back into it. Let's look at the 30-minute. So, looks like we're starting in the green, in our green buying channel. But we ought to watch out for this orange. I just adjusted this orange. So we want to see if we reject underneath this blue. If we start rejecting underneath the blue and staying inside the purple. Or if we make blue some type of support and we keep going up. That's what we want to look for right now. How much retracement we're going to get. Ignore these early lines. May have a little more strength to the upside. Let's see if we make let's see if we get above 549.40, if we make this some type of support. So I know everyone's like, oh, let's get some calls now. That's on you. That's on you if you decide to get the calls right now. Just wait, still early candles. Just wait. Don't force anything yet. give it a second. We haven't figured out any algorithms yet. Premiums are crazy high right now. Crazy high premium. Just give it some time. Don't rush anything. Give it some time. All right, so now we're testing to see if it's breaking magenta for our down. Now the safety is going to be somewhere around here. Somewhere around here is going to be the safety for the put. We want to see the structure set up though. That's why we have patience. Just wait a little bit. Wait a little bit. See this wick on this candle saying a lot of rejection over here, but it's still early. Still early. Just give it time. So this is going to tell us if this blue is a thing. This is going to tell us if we're just going to keep grinding up in here in this blue like this, or if we're going to break the blue, retest and reject. Right? So the ideal would look something like this. Which means we got a 50-50 shot right here. All right, let's see what we got. All right, let's see if we break below 544.99. Back at market open. All right, now we're going to see if this is a stop hunt. Or if we're going to remember underneath 544.99, that's where the safety is, somewhere underneath there. We're back at market open. Price hasn't moved. You're not missing out on anything. Price has not moved. You're not missing out. Okay, so here's what happened to me just now. So I went in on the trade. I had my stop was too tight. I tried to go back in, and then because the price had moved so much without me, it didn't fill at the price I wanted. So instead of chasing it, I'm gonna have to let this one go because I don't want to chase it. I had my break even set way up here, and then that's my fault. That is my fault. But if you took this trade, you're very happy right now. Come on. Rookie mistake. And then I tried to get back in, and the price had moved so much, I didn't want to chase it. I didn't want to chase it. And here I am. I only made a little bit off that trade. Come on, man. Well, hopefully you guys capitalized on that. Take the base hits. Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. I'm not going to chase it now. I'm not going to chase it now. Even though it looks tempting, and just put my stop at 544.99, I'm not going to chase it. But if you took this inverse cup and handle, good for you. All right, let's see if I'll get another opportunity to get back in. We will see. I want to see a rejection underneath this blue. If there's another opportunity. This was a nice quick base hit right here. This was a nice base hit right here. Perfect. This is just sideways chop. Sideways chop. There's no trade here. You're holding on for dear life if you are. Okay, here we go. I told you the rejection underneath the blue. I didn't hesitate this time. I did not hesitate. Look, the rejection underneath this blue. I just said it. Here we go. Look at the money. That's how we print money every day. Just like that. Rejection. My second opportunity. I told you rejection underneath this blue. Look exactly where it rejected under. There it is. It's too easy. It's actually too easy. There it is. See if we can get a little bit more out of this. Let's get a little bit more. I know we're reaching a key level here, so do I want to get greedy or do I want to let it run? Come on, let me get a little bit more out of this. Just a little bit. I need a little bit more out of this. Just a little bit more, I'll be happy. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Come on, give me some more. There it is. There it is. Ah. There we go. There we go. Easy money. Easy money. There it is. Soon, remember when I told you I didn't want to chase this one, right? 84% rule. If this setup didn't work out for me, once I saw the rejection underneath the blue, which I stated, as soon as I saw this wick, you better believe I was in. You better believe it. I didn't hesitate. Easy money. Now it doesn't matter where it goes because my trade's protected. I already got my money. It's easy. You just can't hesitate. Let's see how much we can get out of this. There we go. Such a good trade. There we go. Let me get a little bit more. Little bit more. Yeah. We need to break this key level here. Beautiful trade. Absolutely beautiful trade. Absolutely beautiful trade. Is it gonna give us more? Because we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take more. We'll take more. Now I'm gonna start moving my stop, right? Now I'm gonna start, because I've seen the retracement. Now I can start moving my stop. I got in up here. I moved my stop down here. I move my stop to the top of these candles and give it a little bit of room to breathe. Now if it wicks right here, then I get stopped out. Oh well, I made plenty of money. I made good money today already. Now for this trade, well, number one, I drew the inverse cup and handle, right? You had this opportunity. Number two, I told you the mistake, and I told you let's get more money. And I told you the mistake I made, right? I didn't want to chase it. It was a good thing I didn't chase it. Why? Because now I had a better entry way up here. Look at this entry. Instead of chasing the entry down here and having to, you know, survive this, right? Having to go through the pain of all this, I just waited for my next entry. If this would have shot down without me, oh well, I wasn't going to chase it because I didn't get the fill I wanted, right? I would have to survive all this. So I waited. When I saw the rejection, I didn't hesitate this time. Boom. Look at this. Look at this money. Look at the money we printed already. Look at this money. There it is. Oh, it's been a good day. It's been a good day, and we just started. And we just started. We can do this. We can do this every day. Woo-wee. See, now I'm going to start moving my stop along this purple. I'm going to start moving it along the purple. I'm going to give it a little bit of room. Look at this money. Look at the money. There it is. Just got to wait. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 minutes for the retracement. That's what you have to wait for, right? So if you want the 10-minute moves, you got to hold your position for 10 minutes. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Look, I got in up here. 10-minute move. I held it for 10 minutes. There it is. Trade is protected. Runners are protected. I can't lose. There's no way to lose. There's a system in place. If you follow the system, it's impossible to lose twice in a row. So let's say you went 50-50 over here and you bought the call, right? Because you saw this, you went 50-50. Now you know what the setup is in the other direction. You would have been stopped out, possibly somewhere up here, depending if you, somewhere down here. So let's say you stopped out $30, $40, $50. Once I told you rejection underneath blue, and once I highlighted the key level, you've made all your money back plus some on the opposite direction. You can't lose twice in a row. If you're hesitating, then you're not applying the business aspect of it. Look at the money we're printing. So even if you got it wrong on the 50-50 over here, it doesn't matter because it tells you, those losses only tell you what's going to happen. Right? Remember I told you the safety somewhere down here for the puts. Remember I told you that. This is your safety. This is what it is. Look at the money we're printing. It's too easy. Look at this money. There's nothing more that needs to be said. Look at the money we're printing. I waited the 5 minutes. I survived all this. Because it didn't break above my, it didn't close above my, what is this? Purple. No reason to leave the trade. And if I would have got stopped out up here, it would have been for break even. I had enough time to get my break even. It never even tested my break even. Never tested it. Never tested my break even. That's why you can't hesitate, because you can secure the break even way sooner. My break even was literally on 599.44. That was my break even. Now I can ride this all the way down. Now I'm going to take my first profit on these contracts. Now that this broke this, if we touch back up to 543, I'm going to take profit on my first set of contracts. And I'm going to move my second set of contracts a little bit further down. This is how it's impossible to lose for the day. We reach another key level here, right? So I'm okay with taking essentially all my position off right here. I'm okay with that. I'm going to take my first set off when this closes above. Now we're going to see if if this rejects underneath here, then I'm still safe. If it goes above, then I stop out. No big deal. Then I stop out. No big deal. Stop out for a big profit either way. Either way, big profit. Let's go to the higher time frame. Okay, that was a good trade for me. That was a very good trade. You know, I didn't chase it down here. And if it would have ran, it would have ran. Oh well. I waited for the retracement back up to the blue. I saw the rejection off the blue. I went in immediately. I didn't hesitate on this. I didn't hesitate. When I first got in, my stop was above this wick. Because I know if it broke blue, I'm out of the game. So once we got down here, I was able to go to my break even for all the contracts. Once it didn't close above purple, I was able to move all my contracts to profit. And now this is just going to be runners. This right here was my first set. This is runners. If this closes above, then I'm out. You can't lose. It's impossible to lose. If this closes above 540, what is this? 543.010, then I'm out. But I made all the money already. Okay, good trade. Good trade. And if it shoots down right here, oh well. right? Oh well. Nothing I can do about it. I can get back in if I really felt some conviction in it. But I'm going to let the market absorb that. I want to see if we retest 544.99 before another leg down. That's what I'd like to see. Unless we get some structure built up. Let's see if we build up another magenta. All right, so we're going to go with the blue for break of blue for today. So break above green for the calls. We're not going to look at calls until we break above this green. See, this stopped me out for no reason. Could have got a little bit more. That's fine. I'm okay with that. If I need to get back in, I will. Okay, let's let the market digest that. If you took this break of blue, protect your trade. Protect your trade if you took this break of blue. Let's see if it wants to reject underneath this key level here. If you took this break of blue, protect your trade. I'm expecting a bounce off this green over here if it does hit this green. If it goes through, great. But your trade should be protected on break of blue. You can't lose from here. We got to see what happens on the bottom of this green. Profit target 1 is going to be bottom of this green. Or if you're protecting it, protect your trade. I recommend that too. Okay. That's why we can only go to bottom of green, right? This is why. Because now we got to see if this is going to happen. Hold on, let me clean up this chart. That was an excellent morning trade. Excellent morning trade. Even if you're wrong on the 50-50 right here, look at this. Look at the money we made in the other direction. When you learn the system, you'll realize it's impossible to lose. Impossible. All right, so now we got to look out for this. Don't chase anything. Let it develop, right? Let it develop. If it this is going to be our indicator for calls. We're not going to be confident until somewhere up here. I'll highlight it. 546.95. That's when we want to start thinking about the calls. If this happens right here, we want to see your first indication is going to be like this. Your second indication is going to be like this. So we're not looking for calls until somewhere up here. Let me draw an arrow. Now let's see if we get back up inside this blue and start to make this blue support. If this blue becomes support, then we're looking, then we're gonna wait for the setup for the calls. If the blue becomes resistance, meaning it's rejecting underneath, then we're gonna be looking for the put setup. Very simple. Just give it time. Don't rush anything. Just give it time. We started this morning off with a 4-point trade. A 4-point trade. And you can't do this anywhere else. Nowhere else can you make this type of money. Not this quick. Now let's see if we're going to start making this blue some type of support. Meaning the price is going to dance on the top of it. If it becomes resistance, meaning the price is underneath it. It's pushing the price down. We want to see if it forms some type of support or if it's going to be some type of resistance. That's what we're looking for. So we incorporate many different methods. Many different methods. We can't just use one. We're not going to just use indicators. We're not going to just use candles. There's many methods to figure out what's going to happen or your best probability to what's going to happen. But we have our levels. We have our levels, right? Our safe calls, somewhere up here. Somewhere up here. Now you have to imagine we're in a firm downtrend, right? A firm downtrend. Do you want to fight the trend? Do you want to fight the trend? Because anywhere from 546.95 and below is fighting the trend. If you're buying calls below 546.95, you're technically fighting the trend. So our safe calls, somewhere up here, right? Somewhere over here. We're still in put territory until we get firmly above here, 546.95. That's the answer. So we should be looking for short entries. Excuse me, put entries. See how we're forming this wedge between blue and green? So if it breaks green, wait for the break, retest, reject. But remember, you can only ride that out until here. So risk to reward. Your safer calls, somewhere up here. Now it looks like this flexion point 544.78, 544. So it's still got a little bit of room between the 1 minute and 5 minute, but they're pretty close to each other for the flexion points. They're pretty close. So if you want the safety, somewhere up here for your calls. For your puts, somewhere below 543. This one, let me highlight it. All right, if you took this 50-50, protect your trade now. Now protect your trade, right? Your stop should have been somewhere up here. Now you're comfortable, you're break even. At least you're at break even. You can't lose. We like to get below, what is this new one I made? 541.55. That'll be ideal. Now, if you're on single contracts and we get above this blue, think about cutting chalks around above this blue. You can't hesitate on this 50-50, right? Your trade's protected. If you get above this blue, think about cutting chalks. I'm seeing a lot of rejection wicks underneath the blue. Let's see. Let's see. A lot of rejection underneath the blue. I feel comfortable below 541.55. So if you didn't take the 50-50 here, if you didn't take the break of blue, it's too late now. Because it's not too late, but I'm just saying, you know, now you have to put your stop way up here. That's why you can't hesitate. If you don't hesitate, you can put much tighter stops so you can figure out what's going to happen next. That's why I said I feel comfortable under what 541.55. This one down here. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we reject. This would be an exact replay of this over here. This right here. If this happens again, right? An exact replay. All right, if you took break of blue, start protecting your trade. Protect your trade. We need to break below this line right here. We need to break below this one right here. Just be patient. Just be patient. All right, if you took break of blue, protect your trade. Start tightening up your stops. You should be in a little bit of profit, at least a little bit of profit. If it goes against you now, oh well. Oh well, your trade is protected. We want to get underneath 541.55, this line right here. We want to get underneath this one right here that it keeps dancing off of. You know where your call setups are, right? Above here. Somewhere above here. Minimum. Minimum. You're not thinking about calls until we get above 544.99. Okay. 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 Come on, dig a little deeper. A little bit more. Oh, a little bit more would be so nice. A little bit more would be so nice. Let's see how much we can get out of this. Let's see how much we can get out of this. Back to the bottom of green. Let's hope. Let's hope. That's the hope. Look at this 50-50. Look how perfect to the penny the 50-50 played out. Look at your 5-minute chart. I told you on the break of this blue, right? On the break of blue. And if you waited, I said, look, it's the same setup as before. Retest, reject. Look. The same setup. Retest, reject off the bottom of blue. Right? I just highlighted this for you. I just highlighted this. Matter of fact, I told you the exact entry to get in right here. So if you didn't make money from here to here, There's nothing I can do. If it goes against you now, I don't even feel bad. Because I drew the exact entry point. It's impossible to lose. It's impossible to lose. I even highlighted it with this thick white line. This thick key level here. Impossible to lose. If you hesitated on any of these, there's nothing. I can't do anything. There's nothing I can do. You're trying to read something that's not there. You're trying to use indicator. I don't know what you're using, but if you're not going off exactly what I'm saying, then you know, you have to trust the process at some point. Look at this 50-50 to the exact dollar, to the exact penny. Look at it. I even told you when to get back in. Break, retest. Come on, look at this money. Look at the money. There it is. There it is. There it is. I'll take a little more. I'll take a little more. Look, I highlighted the level to get in at. I put an arrow exactly where to get in. You can't lose. It's impossible to lose. It's actually impossible to lose. Look at the money that's being printed. Look at the precision. The precision for the safety. Look at this money. Look at the money. Look at the 5-minute chart. There's nothing more I can do. It's too easy. It's too easy. All right. Take your base hits and move on. You don't have to sit in a trade for too long. Phenomenal day. Absolutely phenomenal day. Yeah, let's take some more money. Let's take some more money. Come on. Give it to us. Print it. There it is. Yes. Woo-wee. There it is. Look at the money we are printing. Look at the money. I specifically highlighted, look, we just did this over here. Look, right here. Remember I just highlighted this? I just highlighted this. I was like, look, the same thing that happened here, same thing happening here. I just highlighted it for this reason, because I'm trying to get you guys to see what I'm talking about. Look at this money we're printing. Look at the money. Oh my goodness. Does it get any better? Oh, wee. Does it get any better than this? Look at the money. I gave you 1, 2, 3, 4 entries for this put. 4 entries for the put. Oh my goodness. Look at the money we printed. Look at the money we're printing right now. We just wait for the setup. We don't have to chase anything. We knew we're not going in on calls until somewhere up here. We knew we're looking for put entries. This should have been an idea. Okay, here's a put entry. Once you saw the rejection, okay. If that wasn't it, maybe blue. Okay, that wasn't it. Maybe this highlighted 542.24. If that wasn't it, okay. And maybe the arrow pointing, right? Maybe it was the arrow pointing. Maybe it was when I said we gotta, if we break below 541.55, I feel comfortable. There's nothing more I can do. There's absolutely nothing more I can do. So if you feel FOMO now, don't, because that leads to gambling. What you have to do is take it. Oh, okay. Now I learned the lesson. Now I see how I could have either profited even more or turned a profit in the first place. Now you see the setup is there. You can't be wrong twice in a row. Look at the money we're printing every day. Look at it. Look at this 5-minute chart. You can't ask for anything better. You just simply can't. Maybe if I moved it over a little bit. No, I'll put it back. I'll put it back. Look at it. You can't make it up. Look at the money. Look at this money we're printing right now. There's only so much I can do. There's only so much I can do. Oh my God, this is life-changing money. This is life-changing money right here. I even told single contracts, wait until we break above this blue and make it support. It never happened. It never happened. Even single contracts are still making money on this. We're still making money until we break green. Break a green is going to be when you get out or start thinking about it. It took me a little bit to find the green, but once we found it, come on. Come on now, it's too easy. See, I think I'm just going to call it a day because there's no reason for me to trade anymore today. I've made a good amount of money today, a fair amount of money. And it took just a little bit of confidence, a little bit of trusting the system. This was absolutely phenomenal day. Absolutely phenomenal day. What a great day. What a great day. Look at this money. And I even told you how I had the 84% over here, somewhere over here. 84%, or maybe it was over here. One of these I had the 84%. I went in, it stopped me out. I went right back in on this rejection. Same thing. This is what you should have been like over here. I was in over here, but if you, it's a system, right? Look at the money. Oh, goodness. And you don't even have to worry because you know where your exits are. You don't even have to worry. It's like very stress-free trading. You put on the trade and you let whatever's going to happen, happen. If it goes against you, it doesn't matter because we know what the setup is in the other direction. You just have to wait for the setup to come to you. Look at this money we printed today. Come on. Now let's see if we get a revenge call. I'm going to clean up this chart. Now eventually, I'm not going to have to put arrows on the screen. I'm not going to have to do that. I'm just doing this now to show you guys what the wins look like. How to win. Because I want you guys in the Discord to win. I need you to win. And if me putting highlighted lines and saying when it breaks below, think about puts. I'm highlighting the lines. I'm drawing arrows. I'm telling you my thought process. I'm drawing paths on the screen for you to look to see. There's nothing more I can do. There's nothing more I can do. You can't say we don't do it every single day. You can't say that. We're not thinking about calls until above, what is this? Above this one over here. I'm going to clean up this chart. I think I'm done for the day. I mean, I'm still gonna path and chart, but as far as, yeah, we made good money today. We're still making money. We're still printing. right? Because we're not getting out until green. So we're still printing. I'm hoping that it, you know, goes off sideways like this so I can at least tighten up my stops. But you better believe we are still printing. If we stay in this magenta and get above green, then we're going to start thinking, we're going to start looking for our next setups on the calls, right? So you just got to wait for it to happen. Don't force the trade. Wait for it to look like what you want it to look like. Now, it can't be perfect. You got to understand that. Before some more down, ideally, we like to see it dancing, you know, rejecting off of green. That'd be the ideal. If it drops again, I wouldn't expect too much further, but what do I know? What do I know? I'd like it to build in magenta. If it drops right now, it drops right now. I'm saying for the next entry. I'm still in my original trade. So I'm still printing money. I'm still making money on this. I don't need to do anything. I'm not taking any more trades. I'm done for the day. This is someone's monthly paycheck in how long? Hour and a half? Look at the money we have not stopped printing. We have not stopped printing. You can't let 1 or 2 green, can't even 5 minutes of green, because now you know where you need to put your stop, right? So now my stops are above the retracement. I'm gonna wait for this retracement to move my stop again. This is crazy money. Let's see if we get a revenge call coming in right now. I'm probably going to take off all my positions because I'm not going to be greedy. If we get back above this blue, which I'm not sure a blue formed yet. Maybe I jumped the gun a bit on it. If we get back above this blue, I'll probably take off all my positions. But believe me, look, the win was insane from this 50-50. The win was crazy. Oh man, it feels so good. It feels so good. And I know you're probably hearing me like, God dang, why didn't I do that? Or I could have went in here, or I stopped myself and I could have made more. This is all part of the journey. You have to take these lessons to learn how to win. It's one thing to know how to win, but learning how to win is a different story. Because you know after the fact, like, oh yeah, I could have just done this, I could have just done that. You know after the fact, but learning how to win, that's the next step. Learning how to let your winners win, that takes patience and time. That's what I'm saying. Take your base hits now while you can. Take your base hits and you'll grow. So you can make money while you grow. Right? The stock market isn't going anywhere. We have all day to do this. Well, not all day, but you know what I mean. And this is what I was saying, you know, if it does break this blue, you know, I'm not too confident with it. I would like it to build up more, right? Towards the green. That's me personally. If it just dumps right now, then it dumps right now. I'm saying if I'm looking for another entry. I'm not looking. I'm still holding my cards. Still holding. No reason for me to leave yet. My trade's protected. I can't lose. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let the market absorb all that. If I get a strong push up, I'll probably start cutting my my first tranche. And then my next tranche will be on the break of green, for sure. And that's when you get multiple contracts, you protect your trade, you have that safety, you can play like this. But it takes time to get there. It takes time to get there. This is why I didn't get out of my position yet. Because I know green is the target. So now if I get another leg down here, I'm going to start moving my stops. Now I notice we're getting closer and closer to green. I don't see any strong motion up. So now I'm starting to think. Look at that 5-minute chart. You can't ask for anything better. You simply can't ask for anything better than this 5-minute chart. All right, let's see what we got. Don't rush anything. You don't always have to be in a trade, by the way. We don't always have to be in a trade. So if you're thinking that you always need to be in a trade, or you're just letting money go by and you could have went in here, could have went in there, that's not how we think about this. You need to get that out of your mind. We wait for the setup. If it doesn't look exactly like how we want it, then don't take it. Because when you get stopped out on those, it feels way worse. It doesn't feel bad if you trusted the process, you went with the system, and then you get stopped out, you don't feel so bad. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is why I didn't leave my position. This is exactly why I did not leave my position. I don't have to worry. I just said if there's another leg down, then I will move my stops lower. We're just printing more money on the multiple contracts as well. So all of my contracts from way up here have just been collecting money. All of them. I can move my, well, my break even was somewhere up here. But all my contracts are, you better believe I'm moving it now. All of them. If you're up for the day and you're green, call it a day. There's no reason to trade anymore. We've made good money. We've made excellent money today. Excellent money today. Oh, man. Today has been an excellent day. I'm still holding these contracts. I'm still holding it. I'm telling you. I'm waiting for this next downward push before I start moving my stop. All my stop. Oh my goodness. There's a system in place. It simply works. Now I can move all of my contracts again. Look at the flexion point I just drew right here. And I was just saying, I don't see any strong strength. I don't see any strength inside the magenta. I don't see us making blue a support. Once I saw underneath blue, come on now. But I did say, you know, I'm not too confident with the strength of this blue. You can't expect to get too much out of it. So we're going to see if we retest the bottom of green again. And I'm moving all of my contracts. All of my contracts I'm moving. One half is going to be on green. The other half I'm following closely with this. With the price action. Remember I told you, the paths that I draw, you know, I get them right, you know, about 80% of the time. But that's still a high win rate, right? 80% still a high win rate. When you're talking about day trading on the stock market, that is very high. We're 100% just in the overall day, not being able to lose for the day. We're 100% on that, right? But this system works. It just takes time. And you have to learn yourself. You're not going to know yourself. Well, if you're new, you should be in paper trading. You're not going to learn yourself till you open up your wallet to the single contracts when you get to tier 2. Level 2, you're not going to understand. But what you should be doing while you're doing paper trading is incorporating positive habits, incorporating the patience. Because this takes a lot of patience. Learning the emotional part, learning when you should and shouldn't hesitate, learning what the setups look like, right? For example, when I draw when I highlight these certain lines, when I'm telling you I'm waiting for a rejection underneath a certain level, when I'm highlighting things, right? It's not just about what I draw on the screen. You have to listen to what I'm saying because that will guide you. Right? Remember, break of blue, you can only get so much out of it. You can only get so much out of this break of blue. Now I'm moving my contracts. I'm moving my contracts. If I stop out here on my first set, then I stop out. No big deal. All right, first set stopped out. So I maximized my first tranche. Let's see if I get stopped out here on my second set. All right, I'll just cut it here. It's back to the blue. I'll cut it on. Okay, that was a good trade. That was an excellent trade. that was a great trade. Here we go. Now we wait for the next setup. Let's see. I'm going to clean up this chart. Let's see what we got. All right, here goes that revenge call coming in. Don't FOMO into it. Don't FOMO. Let it play out. Let it do some of this. Let it do that. All right, this 5 minute played absolutely perfect to the penny. The 5 minute, how long ago did I draw this 5 minute? Bruh, if you are asking for more out of a day trader than this right here, this ain't for you. Right? This is not for you. If you think you're gonna get better than that, sorry, it's not a thing. This is why I said on this break of blue, you can only get but so much out of it. This is why I said that. Now for retracement, we want to see a firm break above 542.24. Firmly break above that. That's what we want to see. Now just wait for the setup. Don't rush anything. Wait for the setup. Okay. I'm gonna be on here another few minutes. And then if I come back later on, it'll just be for Discord only. I'll let you guys know when I come back on. I got another few minutes on here. So we're dealing with a 50-50 on the 5. And it looks like maybe a 50-50 on the 1. But I mean, if you made money today, call it a day. Just call it. It's 11 over there. We're going to compression time. You know we make our money in the morning. That's when we make our money and we secure our account. You're asking, is this a momentum candle? Are we seeing continuation from this momentum candle? That's what you're asking yourself right now. All right, so let's read this here. Let's read what we have going on. We knew we had a strong green channel, right? A green algorithm. This green got broken right here. So did it break, retest, and reject? That's what you need to be asking yourself right now. So we're at a 50-50 here and a 50-50 here. So that's what you got, right? You're at two 50-50s on the 1 minute and the 5 minute. As far as trading plan looks, we're going to see if we reject underneath this yellow algo that I have here. So we're still not sure if we're going to do the yellow or if we're going to do this magenta, this pink. We're still not sure what's going to happen yet, because this could move slightly, you know, like this right here. We still don't know what's going to happen. We want to see rejection underneath this yellow to confirm this yellow arrow on the 30 minute. Wait for the setup. The setup looks like something like this. Some more strength up, retracement, and then rejection to the upside off 542, off this level right here. 542.24. That's what we want to see. Otherwise, our put scenario, I have it highlighted in the blue. Our call scenario looks like green. So your first indication is, here, I'll do it. We're in a 50-50 right here. There's no trade. There's no real trade in here. I mean, if you want to risk a 50-50, that's on you. Now your safety is gonna see how we react off the blue, right? your safety is going to be if we did this. Something like that's going to be your safety. We want to form some type of support above this blue. That's what we want to do. Your safety for your calls, somewhere up here, right? Your safety for your puts, somewhere down here. I would use the 5 minute to guide for Discord members. If you're still trading, use the 5 minute. Okay. I got another few minutes on here before I call it. I made my money for the day. We made good money today. Today was a great day. Look at the move. Look at the move we caught. Wow. That was a great day. The next step, so now you're learning the entries. The next step is to exercise the patience to win, to have the win like this. That's the next step. Okay, YouTube, it's been a pleasure. Discord, I'm gonna jump in there and like right now. Give me a second.